Welcome to Eve Singularity. I'm Major Freak. Just a short talk about fighters. Your total capacity is 200K. Do not think you can stuff it all in there, because there's a slight problem when you're trying to refit for other fighters. Your best bet is to not have your grams, these guys, because they do... There's 12 of them in a wing. And they might be smaller, but they are massing a little bit more at 1920 instead of 18. And sirens will mass the same as a wing of regular fighters, attack fighters like firebogs, sorry. So yeah, when you're fitting your station, there's a couple of things you need to know about the fitting and the mass. So yeah, leave your grams out of it, out of these bays when you're doing it, because you want to unload and then load. And if you have all these full and you've got 180,000 left, it won't work. You've got to have less. And that means you're going to have to lose a wing of fighters, unfortunately. But that's okay. You can always stuff them in from the Items Bay. It's just when you're thinking about, okay, my alliance mates might not have fighters nearby. I want to give as much fighters as possible to them. Don't try to stuff it more. It's not going to work for you. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're doing something like this. Stocking up your fighters. They are expensive, of course, but extremely well worth it, especially the grams. I didn't think grams were useful until I was trying to take out drones, and if you have 1 gram fighter, that's great, but it's going to get destroyed pretty quick. If you have 3 gram fighters, see, here's the thing. If you've got drones and you're trying to attack them, and how does it work again? I was making a video of it, and I found that having 3 wings of grams made it so that I could attack one drone, switch to the next drone, and target lock the next drone, order an attack on that, switch to the next drone, order an attack on that, and by that time the first wing has destroyed the drone. You move on to the next one and just rotate and rotate and rotate. And the reason you do that is because when a fighter wing has finished its attack run successfully, it stops dead in space. And that's how grams are killed so quickly. If it stops, anything can shoot it, right? So keep them moving, keep them moving, keep them moving, and you can just annihilate everybody's drones within less than 30 seconds. They're just all dead. Even heavy drones, light drones, it doesn't, any kind of drone. It's just you can wipe the field of drones completely, like guaranteed, quicker than they can kill your grams. If they have a Kikamura out there, he's only going to be able to attack 1 wing at a time, even though he'll eat it for breakfast. You can do an amazing amount of damage to all their drones before he kills them all. But yeah, Kikamuras do eat grams for breakfast. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking at a Kikamura on the scene, you're gonna have a problem in the first place when you're launching fighters. But your best bet is to do that. If you can kill a Kikamura and they don't have Logi, well, they're dumb. But yeah, if they got a Kikamura, they're most likely gonna have Logi. But you can kill drones so quickly using 3 flights to grams. Just don't let them stop moving. And that was the key. That's why I had to put 3. I got 3 grams, 3 wings of grams. Yeah. And that was pretty much it. If you can get them to circle things. You haven't targeted it yet. It's going to take a while to target. You can order it to... I guarantee it doesn't have the range to do that, but select it and then hit W, it's probably going to be too far away to circle it. But yeah, you can order that little guy to... Let's bring up my tactical. It's always easier. Yeah, you can always select a target, whatever, and then hit W, and it will tootle on over to that location. There you go. I was pressing the wrong button. Yeah. Also, pro tip, try not to use your micro warp to get to things. Use it to get away from things. It's incredibly vulnerable to that attack when it's coming straight at a target, and you can just annihilate it. And it feels great to get it there, but if somebody's killing your fighters, you want your fighters to get back and prepared. And yeah, so try not to use your MWD to get to things. Use it to get away from things. Yeah, if they're on the ball and they're killing fighters and you want to get to them quickly and they're killing them and you want to get them quickly to kill them, that's just bad thinking altogether. Just don't do that. There is a video by Imperia Arcana or Arcana Noctis out there about carrier fighters. Highly worth recommend watching it, just because they know their business and I don't. So, and it's a good video, dude. He's a great teacher. All right, so yeah, that's. Oh yeah, by the way, this is what the pirates do in Losec. They get the fighters to orbit the or at least be around the Stargate at 15. You know, orbit at 15, and you have a bunch of Upwells got their fighters doing that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to stay cloaked or cloaked up when you're warping a fighter. I learned that the hard way. These, it's a manual thing. You have to click it to fire it. It's a bit weird, but that's the way it is. This will, if it's in range, it will, or within a certain range, it will start rapid cycling, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, the W is great. You can click without targeting something and order it to go to that location instead of waiting for it to target and then ordering it to attack and then stuff like that. You can just get it there first, and while you're targeting it, as soon as your target locks, then it's right nearby. So definitely a great idea. What else have I learned? Oh yeah, the selection is difficult. If you select this is you. If you select this, you've selected one. I made another video in the past. It's always great to watch my earlier videos on these things, because I'll be learning how to do it, and I'll bump into the same issues you guys do when you're first learning to use fighters. It's something about how you interact with the fighters and how you select all of them. This is how you select all of them. You just click that and they're all selected. If you hit F1 on a target, it's a bit, when you're first learning how to do this, you tend to accidentally order the wrong fighter to do something. And it's really annoying. So yeah, do be aware that it's not going to be easy, and I recommend practicing on it on, say, some Blood Raiders when they're attacking your Upwell. If you get a notification, try it with your fighters on the Blood Raiders Punishers when they're, or the Guristas or whatever the heck that is up there in the Caldera space. So yeah, do try it out, practice it. It's so worth it to do. You won't regret it at all. You can ignore the Punishers. The Blood Raider fobs are very valuable to certain entities like me, who get a lot of money out of doing it. A lot of ISKIs out of it. Yeah, practice. You'll learn how to do it. Once you learn it and once you have experience in it, you'll screw up less and less. that's what experience is. And yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll link a video by the great actor Campbell on the virtues of experience.